think it's on.
I'm about to start it.
Is this
now.
thing working?
I think it's on.
I think. Let me monitor my spectacles real quick. I think it's on. Honey, get my reading glasses. I can't see. Is this thing on? It's on.
And the honey you're talking to is just a dog, because you don't have a wife.
Pretty much, the dog's sitting behind me right now. You guys bang on. The dog's behind me looking at me like I'm on drugs.
Oh man.
You got that so spot on, it's not even that funny anymore. It's quite depressing. This quack is sitting there talking to himself again.
Yeah, because the dog can't hear me. So
If this dog could talk, it would have some slurs to say. Oh man.
the dog can't even hear me, so it's probably sitting there thinking, what the fuck is this dumbass doing?
It's like this every night. She's used to it. You'll know she's in deep sleep because her feet will be out to the side. And then it was like last night, fucking. Except that one was audible enough for me to hear through headphones.
And I love how my reaction to it too. You were like, "What the fuck, dog?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, dog just ripped ass."
It's so bizarre because she has before, but it's not like it's whatever, right? This one was like wet sounding. I was like, I was like, what the fuck? I know what I fed you. No more fucking chicken nuggets for you.
Dude. me. I think one of the hardest times I've ever laughed in my life. Me and my mom and my sisters were sitting at our kitchen table playing a board game, and our dog was laying under the table, and you didn't even when I tell you this dog is the definition of silent but deadly, you will never hear her rip ass. You'll smell it though. She ripped ass, and I started laughing, and then cause my mom was like, "Oh, really, Brandy?" Like, "Ah." So I start laughing, and then she rips ass again, like 3 or 4 different times in a row. She just ripped it, bro, and I about died of laughter because the smell just kept getting worse and worse. And my mom is like, "What the fuck?" And I'm dying, bro.
You were done right there.
That's the funniest fucking shit. Oh man. I also got white chip macadamia nut cookies from Subway, because if I got like the cookies, a drink, and a sandwich, it counted as a meal. So, and it was cheaper. So I was like, fuck it, why not?
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, wait, so
Dude,
your Walmart bill, I won't say it, but how long does that last you?
Oh, as far as the sandwich meat and the bread goes, it just kind of depends on how often I eat sandwiches instead of going to the cafe for food.
Oh yeah.
So it could last me. That could last me 2 weeks, or I could have to go back next week and buy more. As far as the drinks and the snacks go, though, that shit'll last me. Dude, I still have a box of Twinkies that I haven't finished eating that I bought like a month ago. So I mean, like,
yeah, but those stay good for a long time.
Oh yeah. So like the drinks and the snacks and stuff like that, they'll probably last me a month before I have to go and get more.
So just the food part is 2 weeks, let's say.
Yeah, roughly.
Okay. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Mine's way more, but I buy for a month.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it just depends. So, like, nights where we're up playing games till 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, those are usually the days that I'll eat sandwiches, because by the time I wake up in the afternoon, the cafe is already closed or really close to closing.
Oh, yeah.
So those are the time I eat sandwiches, but nights that we stay up till 3 or 4 playing games, I won't eat sandwiches. I'll go to the cafe and get something. So yeah, I mean it just honestly 100% just depends on how often I eat in the cafe.
Right. Do you have a freezer in your room?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a fridge freezer combo.
Oh, nice. Oh, so you got like a full-size fridge.
No. It's a mini fridge.
Oh, it just has the freezer part in it.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, it's pretty big. That's a pretty big room if you can fit a full-size in there.
Fuck no, this thing is an over-glorified, expensive-ass closet, bro.
I know the college that's close to me, they have, fuck, those rooms, some of them have 3 fridges and like 3 freezers in them.
Well, it depends. It depends on the dormitory you stay in. So like the one I'm in with a single room, it's like I said, it is a over-glorified, expensive-ass closet. For the single bedroom dorm rooms. But like the dorm that's across the way from me, their singles are actually doubles, but you can't. So I mean, you have 2 beds in it and everything like that, but they don't, because it's the oldest dorm that's on campus. It was built when the school was built way back when. So it's the oldest dorm on campus, so they don't, and it hasn't been changed. Like since it was built, nothing has really been changed on it, from what I understand. So it is a bigger room. However, the issue you run into is, so like for me, in my dorm, the bathroom, we have a bathroom and a shower. They're in two separate parts of the room, the overall room. But we have a private bathroom and a private shower. So I walk out of my bedroom door into the common area. My bathroom is right there, and my shower is on the other side of the common area. And I have a sink right outside my bedroom door, and then the very first suite room, which is what they just call single bedrooms. The very first suite room has a sink right outside of it. The one across the hall, though, you don't have private bathrooms. You have a common bathroom that you share with everybody on the floor that you're on.
God, that would stink.
Yeah. And well, like imagine you're in there trying to, use the bathroom or some shit, and you're like, absolutely fucking decimating the toilet, and somebody else walks in and just hears you just destroying this toilet. Like, I would be so embarrassed, bro.
Mortified.
Um, but then like the other one, there's a. I'm trying to think of how many dorms. I think there's like 4 or 5 dorms on campus. I won't swear to it though. But one of the other dorms that's on campus is called University Terrace, and it is a fancy motherfucking dorm. It's like it's $4,500 a semester.
Dear
But
God.
here's why. You get so you have a walkout, like a balcony that you can walk out on, and like sit outside on and stuff like that. You also have a living room, a fully functioning kitchen with a fridge, oven, stove, microwave, sink, all that. And you have your own private bathroom, and then you have a bedroom. And that's for the single. If you do one of the doubles, it's cheaper, but it's the same setup. The only difference is there's 2 separate bedrooms in it now. So it is essentially an apartment, is what it is.
Aren't you better
So,
just
I mean,
to
if you're-
like get an apartment close? Like,
No, not really. Because, so, let's see, our semester starts in August, September, October, November, December. So $4,500 for 5 months. That's, I'm not good at math. That's $900, essentially $900 a month, which is what most apartments in the States go for nowadays. Is about $900 a month.
good God.
And like the thing is, we do have apartments right here near campus that are cheaper than that. However, they are run down and absolute like just, I mean like ghetto ass apartments, like straight trash apartments. There's always issues with them. Either the AC's not working, the heating's not working, you have, water doesn't work half the fucking time, or it's like nasty ass water. There's always some type of issue with those. Whereas the ones that are in the dorms on campus in UT they're super nice, they're super clean. If you ever have an issue, you just have to contact the maintenance people, and it's usually fixed within a few hours if they can get to it.
Okay.
So I don't know. In my opinion, I think that's a better deal than buying one of these shitty ass, or renting out one of these shitty ass apartments where things are always going broken and you can never get them fixed.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but stuff in the States is a lot more expensive than it is up there where you're at.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I'd say they're pretty close.
Really?
Well, it's just our dollar's weaker than yours. That's the problem. I think we get what do we get? I think the tax is like damn near 66% of people's incomes now.
Fucking A.
After everything's sent, I'll have to look it up. I might be wrong, but it's like high. It's either 66 or 45% of a person's income.
I mean, still, even 45
is going to tax.
Ridiculous. Yeah, even that's ridiculously high.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is in the States, to be honest, but I know it's definitely not that fucking high.
The gross.
It also depends.
Go ahead.
It also depends on what state you're in, because like Texas, they don't have a state tax. So the only thing in Texas that you have to pay is a federal tax. But like other places, like other states within the U.S., they have a state tax and a federal tax that you have to pay. And they also have so like you have your state tax and you have your federal tax, but you also have a city or county tax that you pay as well. So if you live in one of the, like say you go up to New York and you live in New York, so you have a state tax you have to pay in New York, you have a federal tax you have to pay in New York, and if you live in actual like NYC, Manhattan, shit like that, you have a stupidly high city tax that you have to pay as well, or county tax, whatever it may be.
Jesus.
Yeah, whereas so like when I was living in Texas, I only had a county tax that I had to pay, and I had a federal tax that I had to pay. And like the county tax was fucking dirt cheap because I lived in such a small county. But like if you live in Dallas or the Metroplex area up near Dallas in Denton County, your county tax is like 12%. As well as your federal tax, so whatever the fuck it may be. It's ridiculous, dude.
Oh, okay. So the federal income tax rate, everyone under $57,000 is 14.5. Between 57,375 to 114,000, it's 20.5%. Then between that number and 177,000 is 26. Then 29. Then 33. Now, where I live, there's another 6% on top of the 14.5.
So is that like a
provincial?
Is that like
it's like your state tax.
Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, that must be like a province tax or something.
Yeah, and this is the better part. So my province has a 5% GST tax, right? If you live in British Columbia, the next province over, 12% sales tax on everything you buy. 12.
Yeah. That's kind of like, yeah, that's what I was saying with state, like the bigger the bigger states are like not bigger states because Texas is like the second biggest state in the U.S. Um, but like the states where people generally vacation to,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna have a higher percentage on sales tax because of tourism. So it kind of sounds like that's what y'all do too for your provinces. The ones where people are more likely to vacation to, the province where people are more likely to vacation to, they're gonna have a higher sales tax because of tourism.
Who the fuck's tourism in Quebec to have 14.975? This is so stupid. 14.975%. What the fuck, Quebec?
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people go to Quebec, because Quebec is that's over here on the East Coast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Quebec is like the um, one of the easier provinces to get into.
God, it doesn't seem
Because
like it when they start yakking and they're fucking Frenchy. You'll need to stay out of Quebec if you do not speak French.
at least they're not a Newfie.
Well, Newfies have a 15% tax.
Who the fuck? Okay, no, that's what I want to know. Who the fuck is vacationing to Newfoundland, bro? What the fuck?
No, it gets better. New Brunswick, Newfoundland, and Labrador, and PEI all have 15% HST.
Who the I mean, New Brunswick, that's... Okay, so I'll be 100% honest with you. Before I actually met people from... See, but like, who the fuck is vacationing to the other two?
Oh, someone is. I don't know if fucking, yeah, 15%. It's little. It's so stupid. This, get rid of tax. How's that sound? Good for everyone, good for me.
Yeah, 100%.
We don't need it. Just because you guys mismanage the government so bad, we don't need to suffer. I hate that.
Like,
they tax so freaking much, and then they have the audacity to be like, "Oh yeah, we're giving everyone raises in the government." What? What?
and it's like, explain to me why the U.S. is trillions of dollars in debt, but yet I'm still having to pay the fucking government.
Who are we in debt to?
Yeah, that's the real question. One, who the fuck are we in debt to? Two, why am I having to pay the government because they're the dumbasses that put us in debt? That's not my fucking problem.
No.
That's their problem.
They did it
and
to
those
themselves.
cunts can get fucked.
What
And this
overlord is above all governments of the world that we need to pay them?
I fucking God, I don't know. Bro.
Man, God is like $1 trillion wealthy. He's more rich than freaking all the billionaires of the world.
Yeah, bro, like, yeah, that's like the only person I can think of that's a higher power than the government is him. Like, I'm just saying, dude, like, listen. If we as a country decided to rise up and fight against the bullshit that the government does to us, we would win.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Like, yeah, sure, y'all have the military, but you know how much of the military is actually gonna side with you, dumb cunts? Like,
oh, not many.
listen, listen, dude, I can't tell you how many stories I've heard of military members not getting their paychecks on time.
They're not getting them now, right now, aren't they not? Because of the shutdown?
I have no idea.
They're not getting paid because of the shutdown. Last I heard.
I have no idea, but like I'm talking, it's such a normal occurrence, and like it's like such a normal occurrence and such a big thing that one of the guys I watch on YouTube, he was telling a story one time when he was in the military, his staff sergeant, I think it was a staff sergeant. They didn't get their paycheck for that month. Like none of the people in his platoon got their pay for the month. So they went and they told their staff sergeant. They were like, "Hey, we haven't been paid. What do you want us to do?" And their staff sergeant just flat out tells them, he goes, "Just go back to your bunkhouse and don't leave." And they were like, "What?" And he goes, "Go to your bunkhouse and don't leave." He goes, "I'll get it handled." Staff sergeant goes to the higher ups and he's like, "Hey, my squad has not got their paycheck for last month or for this month, whatever it was." He's like, they have not got their money. Mm-hmm. He goes, "So you're either going to give them their money or we're not doing shit." And for like, I think he said for like a week, they didn't have a paycheck. Like they still hadn't got their paycheck for the month. So their staff sergeant was like, "No, you're not fucking leaving the bunkhouse until you get paid. If they're not gonna do their jobs and pay us when they're supposed to, and like they're supposed to, then we're not gonna do our jobs. And if they got a problem with it, they can get fucked." So
that's funny.
Once the higher ups realized that the staff sergeant was serious about this, they were, because like I said, it was like a week and they finally got their paycheck for you know, they finally got the money that they were owed. But it was just like, it's like, why, like, you expect them to fight your wars for you.
You're lucky they signed up, and you don't have the fucking courtesy to pay them. Like, come on.
Yeah, bro. Like, what the fuck?
They joined willingly. It's not like they were conscripted into the military. They joined on their own free will, and you bastards don't have the balls to pay them. Like, get bent.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, our government is so fucked, and our military is treated so poorly that it's no wonder. Like, we have currently, at this point in the U.S., we have the lowest number of enlisted members that we have ever had in U.S. history.
I don't blame anyone for not wanting to sign up.
Yeah, dude, it's like, yeah, no shit. Nobody wants to sign up because they've heard all the bullshit that you pull on your fucking soldiers and everything like that. So, yeah, obviously they don't want to sign up. Like, they hear all the time about how you treat your soldiers like shit when it comes to pay and, like, you know, all this other stuff that the military does that's fucked. And so it's like, yeah, I don't fucking blame them. Like, and like me, I was actually gonna go into the military once I graduated high school, but I couldn't because of medical conditions and stuff like that. I wasn't able to join the military. But now that I hear about all this shit that happens in there, I'm like, whew, I dodged a motherfucking bullet.
No doubt. Don't they do a psych eval on you as well?
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
past that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I don't. But the thing is, I don't. And I may be wrong on this. But I believe the psyche vow doesn't happen until you get to oh, what the fuck is it called? There's like I forget what it's called, but there's an area that you go to before you're shipped off to basic training or boot camp, whatever. Like I think that's where they do the psyche val at. So it's like at that point, even if you don't pass the psyche val, they're probably still just gonna say fuck it and send you anyways because you've made it that fucking far. Like I don't think the psyche val is a situation of like, oh, we're doing this to make sure there's not a screw loose. It's more of a situation of, oh, we're doing this to see how fucked up you are and see how much we can get away with putting you through because of how fucked up you are. I think that's what it is, to be honest.
They don't care about your mental health. They care, can I put a gun to his head?
Yeah, pretty much. Dude, actually, a cool fact that like not a lot of people know. During World War II, if you were a German soldier and you refused to do your duties for the day, whatever it may have been, the rest of the German army, or like somebody else in the German army, like one of your commanders or something, would just shoot you on sight. Like they wouldn't even like it was just yeah, shoot on sight immediately. If you're not gonna do your job, then you're no use to us and you're gonna die.
Well, that's one way to get rid of lazy bastards.
Yeah, it's fucked, bud. Which, I mean, let's be honest, Germany during World War II was fucked anyway.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
dude. I was like, when I found that out, I was like, what the fuck?
They did a lot of screwy things.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Anyways.
Speaking of Germany and World War II, have you ever watched the Indiana Jones series?
Yes.
Have you seen the newest one, Dial of Destiny?
Yes.
Okay, what's your take on that movie?
I know what yours is.
You want to know what mine is?
I can tell what yours
Okay.
is. I know what it is. You don't like it.
Okay, listen. I've been a fan of Indiana Jones since I was a kid. I grew up watching Indiana Jones. It was like one of the only things we had to watch in my house, because we had the first 3 movies on DVD. So I've always loved it. So anytime a new one comes out, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna go watch it. And it's the same thing when Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out in 2008. So obviously the first 3 movies, God tier. You cannot.
You can't beat
original
those.
Indiana
No.
Jones. They're God tier. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I went and I watched it, and I was like, okay, this isn't horrible. Until it got to the end, and then I was like, what the fuck? Alien? What?
That's Disney for you.
I was like, what the fuck, bro? But I mean, for the most part, like, if you ignore the last, like, 15 minutes of the movie, it's fine. You know, it's still a good Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah.
This new one, okay.
Here we go. Here we go, folks. He's about to unload.
Okay. Listen, man. Listen, dude. Listen.
I'm listening.
I like the concept. The concept to me is interesting. But The fucking AI, I want to know what AI they were using for the first 15 minutes of that movie, because that AI was a fucking moron, okay?
What with the with the train?
Yeah, with the train scene with the like younger version of Indiana Jones, dude, it was so bad.
Really?
Like,
I thought it was all right.
no, 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 no. Like the way I watched it and I could tell, like, okay, the far away shots were perfectly fine. From far away, it looks like young Indy, or like, you know, Indiana Jones from back when the first 3 movies came out, somewhat. Then they went in for the close up, and I was like, oh my fucking god. Dude, it was so bad. I could tell. I could tell it was done with AI. Like, you couldn't have at least got, like, a fucking lookalike or something to do it, man? Like, fuck, dude. Or, like, you couldn't have done, like, cosmetic and makeup to make somebody who somewhat resembled young Harrison Ford look like young Indiana Jones? Like, why the fuck would you go with AI for that, dude? That's so fucking stupid. Okay.
Maybe the voice. I don't know.
The voice was fine because Harrison Ford he did a voiceover for that part.
Dude, I don't know. Honestly.
He did a voiceover for that early part. But yeah, so that was fucked. And then, okay. Listen, dude.
Here we go.
Listen, dude.
I'm listening.
I'm all for women, like, you know, main role movies and stuff. The original Alien, fucking loved it. And hot take, the 3 Star Wars movies with Rey in them were not as bad as everyone said. Yeah, there was some shit that sucked in them, but for the most part, they weren't that bad. I think people just hated it because it was the thing to do. Because when the prequels came out in the late 90s, early 2000s, it was the same bullshit. People fucking hated on the prequels because, oh, this isn't Star Wars, blah blah blah. It's fucking dumb. Okay, it's fucking dumb. Yeah, there were some parts that fucking sucked ass. But for what it was, overall, the 3 newest ones are not that bad.
No, they're not. I got a kick. I was in the States and we went and watched what was it?
Let's see. There's
Force Awakens, the one after that.
Awakens, Last Jedi, and Return of Skywalker.
Yes.
I think.
Last Jedi. We watched that. It's the one where Luke disappears, right? Like he dies. I think that's the one.
I think that was The Rise of Skywalker.
Was it the okay? Whatever one it was, okay? Me and my dad, we went and seen it, and the people for the next screening for that movie was insane. We get back to the rental car, and Dad's like, you know, we should have walked out there and been like, oh man, that sucked. Luke's dead. Oh my god, we missed such a good opportunity to do that. You know how mad them nerds would have been in there. Holy fuck. Because
Yeah,
you can tell there were some nerds there. It was like, we should have walked out. Luke's dead. This sucks.
Okay, so I didn't get to watch the movies when they first came out in theater because I was so busy with shit. So, and it was the same thing with like the last 2 Avengers movies that came out. I wasn't able to watch them when they came out in theaters because I was just busy with life and everything. You know how motherfucking hard it was to avoid spoilers? Because anytime you go on the fucking internet after those movies came out, it was like every other fucking post was a spoiler. I was like, fuck!
Oh man, it would have been, cause like they've been anticipating this, right? It'd be like, oh, Luke's dead. What?
Bro, I'm telling you right now, dog. Dude, I avoided getting on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, anything after the movies came out, bro, because I was like, I know I'm gonna be scrolling for like 2 minutes and come across about 15 spoilers for the movie.
Oh, it was so funny when he
But
said
anyways,
that.
back to what I was saying. So I love. Listen, I think there have been a lot of woman-led casting, like where a woman is the main character. There have been a lot of good movies where that's happened. Okay.
Yeah.
This one though, fuck, bro. Like, and like the thing is, like they made up some plot line for the. Obviously, they made up the plot line of him having a goddaughter, and then he just like disappears off the face of the earth and doesn't talk to her for fucking ever, and then just pops back up out of nowhere, and like she becomes like one of the leads, and instead of doing like what Indy does, where he gets artifacts and shit like that and takes them to a museum. She goes to fucking Morocco to sell it.
Yeah.
With some Moroccan, like, 12-year-old boy who's, like, I guess it was supposed to be, like, a Short Round-esque character from Temple of Doom. And it just, oh my god, it was bad. And, like, on top of it, man, listen, this is... This is the 4th movie in the series where he's fought fucking Nazis, okay?
I know.
Like, listen,
Aren't they in the 50s by now?
I get it. Nazis fucking suck, bro. But, like, god damn, come up with a new plotline. Fuck. Why are we still fighting fucking Nazis? Because, yeah, it's like the 50s. Like, World War II has been over.
I know.
Fucking A, bud. And it was like, dude. I mean, oh my god, man. It just, there were so many things in the movie that pissed me off. And like I said, it had a cool premise. I like the idea of the premise because it's still Indiana Jones finding an old relic, trying to figure out what the fuck it is, and you can't say, oh, it's bizarre for Indiana Jones to do weird ass fucking thing, like with the time travel stuff. You can't say, oh, no, that's not Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is a treasure hunter. You can't say that, because in all 3 of the original movies, the first relic they found was the Ark of the Covenant. And when it opened, a whole bunch of souls popped out. It melted the one dude's face, and I watched that movie way too young, and it scarred me as a fucking child, because what the fuck? That was the creepiest scene I ever watched in a fucking movie as a kid. And then like in the second one, he's finding like rocks for for this tribe of people that are like rocks that they worship that have supernatural powers. And in the third one, they're finding the Holy Grail. So it's like, it's not a matter of it's weird for Indiana Jones. Like, you can't say, oh, this one sucked because Indiana Jones found a relic about something that couldn't actually happen and blah, blah, blah. Because I guarantee fucking to you, the Ark of the Covenant is not holding souls inside of it. And if you open it, you're not going to be fucking melted down to a pile of goo. Okay? If you find the Holy Grail and you drink out of it, it's not going to grant you everlasting life. And if you drink out of the wrong one, it's going to fucking kill you. The rocks, I don't understand the rocks, man. It didn't make no fucking sense, but it was still a good movie.
Rocks.
And then in the fourth one, it's ancient aliens. So like, having a time travel premise is not fucking insane. Like it's honestly kind of in line with all of the other shit that Indiana Jones has done throughout the other movies. It's a supernatural, whatever weird ass fucking thing that happened. It's not a big deal. But the first 15 minutes with that shitty ass CGI that they used, the annoying ass woman lead who just pissed me off. And the fucking Nazis. God damn it.
Trent's triggered about that. All three.
The fucking Nazis, bro. Like, it's the 50s. Like, I'm pretty sure we were in Korea at that point. Why not fight the fucking Koreans? Like, why is it gotta be fucking Nazis again?
I don't know.
Like, fuck, bro.
He was an old Nazi too.
Yeah, like they're all fucking old. And then also, where the fuck was Mutt? Okay, where was his son? That was like the biggest plot in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and then just fucking retcon? What?
No, I think it was explained.
I don't think it was. I don't remember an explanation for it.
Yeah, it was. I swear it was.
I don't think so.
I think he got killed in the Korean War. Yeah, he died in the Vietnam War. And that's what caused Marion to separate.
Okay.
Yeah, it was explained.
Died off screen in Vietnam. I don't remember, dude. They must have just like, glossed over it so quickly that I didn't even. They must have. And then like fucking Marion comes back again. Like fuck, bro. Damn it.
Plot with her is just getting like.
The plot with her is just. Dude, there were so many better love interests, okay? I'ma just say it. Marion was not that good of a love interest, okay?
No.
I get it, she's the original, but like, fuck, bud. There were so many better ones that they could have gone with.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, oh my god. I don't know. The premise for the movie was cool. I liked the premise for the movie. I honestly, I feel like if we wouldn't have had that shitty ass CGI scene at the beginning, and if we wouldn't have had that annoying ass woman lead in the movie, it would have been so much better. And if we wouldn't have had the fucking Nazis. Fuck! Bro! Listen, man, like I said, I get it. Nazis fucking suck, man. But, like, come on. They're beating a dead horse at that fucking point.
That's Disney, though.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's kind of the same thing with the sequel Star Wars movies with Rey as the lead. Fucking Palpatine's back, but it's not Palpatine anymore. It's, Snoke or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's literally just Palpatine reincarnated. Like, bro, like, come on, man. Come up with a new villain. Fuck.
I know, it's so stupid sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know. The premise itself was interesting. Though, I will admit that.
They've taken these movies that have done so well and they just went, eat this.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like anything that Disney gets their hands on, they essentially turn it into Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just push out this new just garbage fucking movies every year or two. Like, I mean, they just like it's so irritating.
They need to get rid of the guy behind the wheel because he's steering it into the goddamn ditch.
Yeah, 100%. Whoever is calling the shots at Disney that's like, oh yeah, this will make a great movie, they need to get rid of him. Like, because he's
Badly.
fucking it all up, man.
And they need to stop doing the DEI stuff. Like, come on.
Yeah, dude. Like, here's the thing. If you want to do DEI, that's cool. But come up with a new fucking IP for it.
Come up with a new movie. Don't
Like,
wreck the classics.
Especially with that bullshit they did with Star Wars. The what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? The Acolyte or whatever the fuck it was called. I never watched it. But like, dude, from what I read and what I understand, it's so fucking stupid because now like women don't need men to reproduce. They reproduce through the force.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, what?
Yeah, no.
Dude, it's so bad.
That's so stupid. Why would you say that?
Because whoever the dumbass is pulling the strings is fucking moron. That's why. And I'll tell you another reason that the newer Star Wars movies, anything newer Star Wars except for The Mandalorian has kind of flopped, is fucking Kathleen Kennedy, that stupid fucking bitch. She's fucking ruining it. All of it. I forget what she was. I think she was a co-producer or something, co-writer. I don't remember, something like that on the newer Star Wars movies and like some of the Star Wars stuff. And like so many people have complained about what she did to Star Wars to the point where like everybody fucking hates her.
Well, good.
Like, and oh, dude, even Lego fans were pissed. I can't remember if it was Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens or the Skywalker Saga, but there was one of them where like you had to do all these different missions and like all this stuff and everything, and the character you unlocked was the character you unlocked from doing all of that was Kathleen Kennedy. Oh my god, bro. Reddit fucking lost their mind. It was, oh my god. It was so bad. Dude, like, it wasn't just Reddit either. It was like the entirety of the fucking internet went ballistic, dude. They were like, you're telling me I sunk all these fucking hours into this goddamn game to unlock the stupidest, most dumbest fucking bitch and the worst possible thing that ever happened to Star Wars? You're fucking stupid. Like, dude, they were losing their minds, bro. I was like, when I finally got whichever Star Wars it was, Lego Star Wars it was, I was like, okay, cool, so don't do that mission, because as soon as I unlock that bitch, I'm gonna make her player 2 and I'm just gonna sit there and shoot her in the fucking face over and over and over and over again. Because, like, bro, she ruined it. Oh my god, dude. I think the last good, like, Star Wars IP thing that they did was The Mandalorian, I think.
Right.
Because The Mandalorian was phenomenal from what I watched. I was only able to watch. I think I only watched the first season, and then Disney Plus got canceled. But I loved it. It was great. But yeah, everything else since then though is Star Wars wise has not been that good, to be honest. I wish we could, you know what, I want to go back in time where we had Star Wars The Clone Wars, the animated TV show.
Yeah.
Because that was peak Star Wars right there, bro. Like, that was god tier. Oh, yeah, no, man.
Let's just roll the clock back before 2020. How about that?
No, farther back, 2016. Everything started going downhill in 2016. Once Harambe was shot, the world just fucking like
evolved.
Dude, it got so bad when Harambe died.
Yeah, I'm okay with 2016.
Everything before 2016 was great. After 2016, though, I see. That's what I'm saying. I think this is gonna sound fucking crazy. What I'm about to say.
Get ready. Get ready, friggin' YouTube and Twitch. Get ready. He's about to go off the handlebars. Nobody's watching. Give her.
I think there was some type of ripple in the space-time continuum in 2016 when Harambe was shot, and we somehow switched places with an alternate fucking universe. Because, like, before 2016, you never really heard shit about, like, the Mandela effect stuff that we have nowadays. So, like, for example, I remember when I was a kid, I remember this vividly. Like, I remember every scene, I remember it all. There was a movie called, and this is like the biggest sign of the Mandela effect that we've ever seen in society. There was a movie called Shazam, and it had Sinbad in it, and he played a genie, and he was like helping out these two kids. You cannot like prove this movie ever existing though. It's not called it's not called Kazam. I think it's called Shazam, and it has Shaq in it. And it's the same premise, but like, it doesn't. No, it like I remember. No, it's still called Kazam, but it has Shaq in it. It doesn't have Sinbad. But I remember so vividly watching it as a child in elementary school, and it had Sinbad in it. And so like that's what I'm saying. And like like I think when Harambe was shot, it caused a ripple in the space-time continuum, and shit that we knew that like we have vivid memories of doesn't fucking exist anymore.
You need to find like an original one from '96 when this movie come out.
The movie you're likely thinking of, okay, is not real. A film. Okay, so it was titled Shazam.
No, there's a movie called Kazam.
Yeah. There's a movie called So, what people, the Mandela effect that people remember was the movie was called Shazam, and it had Sinbad in it, the comedian, playing a genie. But when you look up Sinbad Genie movie, it like explicitly says it is not real and the film never existed. But yeah. I remember that.
Okay, so I punched in Kazam movie and it shows where you can watch it, blah blah blah. Then there's people also ask, and the third one down is, did Sinbad play in it says Shazam. Oh, it should be Kazam. I clicked the wrong one. It even says,
No.
which is a common false memory, often with the case of Mandela effect. It's even in the AI overview.
Yeah, dude. But like I'm telling you, it existed. I know it existed because I remember watching it.
That's where you want to find the original VHS tape. And just watch it and see.
Yeah, so here's a Reddit post about it. Shazam 1994 Disney film with the actor Sinbad as a genie, Jonathan Brandis as a teen who finds his lamp. And this guy vividly remembers his family renting the movie from Blockbuster in 1995. And the first comment on it is, this is part of the Mandela effect. At some point in your past, you inadvertently crossed into an alternate dimension. Millions of people remember this movie despite the fact that it never existed in this dimension.
I think it happened when the Earth wobbled in 2015.
Yeah, but like, that's the thing. Millions upon millions of people remember it vividly, having Sinbad in it, and can like name the scenes and everything, like knows the scenes and like knows everybody who is in the movie, but there's no proof of it ever existing anywhere. So at some point in time, some chain of events happened, whether it was when the Earth wobbled in 2015 or when Harambe was shot in 2016, whatever, we crossed over into another dimension. I 100% believe we did, because there's no fucking way, bro. There's no fucking way. Because, like, I've even talked to my parents about it, who were like, my dad had graduated high school like 3 years before the movie came out. My mom was graduating high school that year or something. No, she wasn't graduating high school that year. She was in high school, and they remember watching the movie. Like they remember Sinbad and Jonathan Brandis being in it. Like, there's no proof of this movie ever fucking existing, and it's insane.
Good lord.
And there's like tons of cases of shit like this happening too. Like the Mandela effect is like, that's not the only one. That's definitely the most famous one. But like, another one is Fruit of the Looms underwear. I know for a fact, and I know for a fact because I remember it from my childhood. Fruit of the Looms underwear used to have a cornucopia on it.
Uh-huh.
But you cannot find Fruit of the Looms underwear with the cornucopia on it anymore in any store.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
people, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
That was like how long ago
now? Okay, here's another one. So have you ever seen like the original Snow White?
Yes.
Okay, what does the Wicked Witch say to the mirror on the wall?
You're on the wall?
Yeah. No, that's wrong.
In how many years?
The actual line supposedly is magic mirror on the wall, but it's like, no, it's not. I was another one we had on VHS when I was a kid. My mother loved the movie. I watched it a ton. I would know it is Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. Not Magic Mirror on the Wall. It is Mirror, Mirror on the Wall.
Yeah.
And another one is the Bernstein Bears. It is, so the way it's spelled is Berenstein. That's how people remember it being spelled. But the way it's actually spelled is Bernstein. And then another one in the original Star Wars trilogy. What does Vader say to Luke? Like after he chops off his head, what does he say? What's the line? It's Luke.
When he's hanging off the thing.
Yeah. It's Luke. I am your father.
I am your father.
Yeah. The actual line is, no, I am your father. And I'm just like, no, it's not.
Oh shit.
No, it's not.
Now we're gonna fight.
No, it's fucking not. I've been a Star Wars fan since I was a child. I know what the line is, and it is Luke, I am your father. In every media reference of Star Wars after the original ones came out, they've always, if they're talking about that scene in any game, any movie, they say, Luke, I am your father.
Yup.
That is the line that is written in the script for it. But people have said the line is originally, no, I am your father. It's
Gonna start fighting someone.
I'm telling you, and I think what's fucking people up is, so in the original release, like the original VHS release of Return of the Jedi, Episode 6, they had the actor who was in the Darth Vader outfit play Anakin Skywalker's Force Ghost at the end of the movie.
Yes, and then they changed it when they finally did the first three.
Once they did the prequels, they changed it to be Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker.
Yes.
And I think that's where people, I think that's where people are getting the lines confused from, is like, because they changed that, they're like, no, in the original he said, no, I am your father, but they changed it for the new ones, and I'm like, no, that's not the case, because we had an original VHS copy when I was a kid.
Same.
Of the original trilogy, and he said, Luke, I am your father.
Yup, same. We had the same thing.
And another one that blows my fucking mind, by the way.
We lost ours to a fire.
Another one that blows my fucking mind is, there is a 1985 film that Disney made called The Black Cauldron, and you can find it on Disney Plus and watch it. But people, for whatever reason, say that movie never existed.
Are people just fucking with everyone?
Dude, I have no idea. I'm telling you, because like I'd never heard of the movie until a few years ago. Like, I'd never heard of this movie, I'd never seen this movie, I didn't know what the fuck it was, and somebody was like, hey, did you ever watch The Black Cauldron? And I was like, what the fuck is that? They're like, it's a Disney movie, so I went online to look into it, and they were like, oh yeah, The Black Cauldron never existed, and then it, like, I was I was scrolling through Disney Plus one day, and the Black Cauldron popped up on there, and I was like, okay, how can you tell me the movie never existed if it's on Disney Plus? What the fuck is going on? Like, somewhere along the lines, we changed dimensions and shit got weird, bro. Cause like apparently not everybody from our dimension crossed over with us. So
And they're spectral beings now. They're holograms.
no, they're not holograms. They're still real people, just in the other dimension, just in the dimension that we remember.
The dimensions have converged.
Or something, dude. Like something crazy has happened along the lines over the past like decade. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but something's fucked, bud.
You don't know what it is. Some's amiss.
Yeah, bro. Fucking, we're gonna turn into the new Scooby-Doo, trying to solve the mysteries of the Mandela effect.
Pretty much, eh?
I'd be so, dude. Why has nobody made a movie about that yet? That's write that down. Write that down. Write that down.
Yeah, right.
Dude, like that would actually be a dope ass movie. I would watch that.
It would get too close to the truth.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Everybody who ever has like dissected this and actually found the truth has been taken out by the CIA.
No, the shadowed people. People beyond the government. That's who takes them out.
Oh, the Illuminati.
Yeah. You don't mention them by name.
Dude, and like there's another thing that is like a major Mandela effect too, that like tons of people remember hearing about on the radio, but like there's no proof it ever existed. It's been completely scrubbed from the internet. Back in 2006, there was a mass shooting at a volleyball game here in the Midwest, or like up in the Midwest in the US. And there's like tons of people that remember like being in the Midwest at the time that it happened and hearing about it on the radio. And there's people that also remember a video being on YouTube about it. Like a video footage of the mass shooting happening. But there's no proof of it anywhere.
What?
And yeah, and what people are theorizing is the biggest theory behind it is the government they had somebody they were trying to get rid of that was at this volleyball game, and everybody else that got slaughtered at the game was just collateral damage. And the government's gone back and covered up the whole entire incident.
No, that's probably what happened with Kirk. You know that?
Yeah. And I've heard people talk about it and stuff, and they're like, oh, there's no way the government could cover up a scandal that big. And I'm like, you're fucking funny. You're really fucking funny.
Ever heard of 9/11?
I was like, cause trust me, the government, they have the money and the power to cover up anything that they want to. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you remember the guy who made a there was a guy who made a vehicle that ran off of water, just straight water.
Yeah, I've heard of this. He gone.
And as soon as the vehicle was completed, he disappeared from the face of the earth.
Didn't he shoot himself in the back of the head somehow?
No, like he just like he completely disappeared. Like there was no, they never found his body, they never found the car, they never found the blueprints. The only source of him, like the only proof we ever have of him being alive is the videos he posted along the way of him building the car. But he's disappeared from the face of the earth. Same with, dude, and this one is actually recent. There was a guy who made vehicles run off of garbage.
Yeah.
And as soon as he got the vehicle, as soon as he got the project done and everything like that, he just disappeared.
Do you think these people
Nobody.
get paid massive amounts of money and they just get told, "Okay, you go bye-bye"?
Yeah, 100%. Either that, or if they won't take the buyout, the government just gets rid of them.
I don't like a government to begin with, but I don't know if I can full-heartedly say that they went and just shot this guy in the back of the head and put him in the dumpster.
Listen, dude, I 100% think that they did.
Because if governments are doing that, then we need a civil war.
I 100% believe that the government is capable of doing that type of bullshit. Because, once again, 9/11. I mean, that's really all the proof you need right there. But if you want more proof, JFK, MLK Jr., like the list goes on and on of shady shit that's happened to people.
Could you imagine if it actually did finally the truth come out? Can you imagine the downfall of civilization that would occur?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, another example of the government doing shady shit, Epstein.
That's all.
Explain to me how a motherfucker in a high security prison that is monitored 24/7 somehow manages to hang himself. And on top of that, the cameras went out for 30 minutes. Right before they went out, he was still alive. Once they came back on, he was dead. If the camera goes out in an inmate's cell, why would you not go and look and check on that inmate?
I don't know.
I'm just saying, man.
But how long does it take him to release the files, if there's even if this even is true at this point?
If I'm not mistaken, I think they already have been released, but there's so much fucking chaos in America and in the world that everybody's just kind of like brushed it away. Same with, did you know that the US government came flat out and said a few years ago that aliens do exist?
I think I did hear this, yes.
Yeah, and it was just swept over because nobody, like there was so much other shit going on in the world that nobody even paid it a bit of attention. They were like, oh, okay, cool, and then moved on to the next bullshit that was going on within the world. Like,
Isn't the U.S. like they're actively about to wage war against Venezuela right now?
I have no idea about that one.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Somebody probably said some fuck shit to Trump, and he was like, well, you know what? I'll just destroy your country then. I mean, like...
They're like they're doing military exercises in the Caribbean islands right now.
Yeah,
Next to Venezuela.
It doesn't surprise. It's not exercises. No. Dude,
Nuh-uh.
every time the government's been like, oh yeah, they're just exercises, like 3 months later, we invade their country.
Yeah. It's about to... Stuff's about to pop off. It's gonna get friggin' entertaining.
Yeah. And yeah, what I was saying about the JFK thing. Do you know the story behind that?
Do I want to know?
I mean, it's pretty interesting. So the man they arrested was Lee Harvey Oswald because they said he was the one that fired the shot.
Didn't he have an accomplice or someone else shot the bullet or it come out?
The theory behind all of it is kind of the same theory as Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination. The government was the one that called the hit. Because they were doing things that the government didn't like, so they were like, well, we'll just kill him. Lee Harvey Oswald was the fall man. However, it was believed that there were 3 other shooters. Somebody on a bridge, somebody on the grassy knoll, and the third believed shooter, if you watch the video and pay close enough attention, the way his like head moves after he's shot, it makes it look like the shooter was actually the driver of the limo. And so people believe that the driver of the limo was the one that actually shot and killed JFK. Now I don't know about that personally, but I definitely don't think Lee Harvey Oswald was the shooter. I do think somebody else shot him, and Lee Harvey Oswald was just the fall guy.
What did JFK do that needed this to happen?
I mean, who the fuck knows? Could be anything. I mean, it may have been a situation if he was about to release files that the government didn't want out in the public.
So who's really in charge of the fucking government here? Like, what deep state bullshit's going on here?
Not the fucking president, I can tell you that right now.
No, apparently not. Why even have an election at this point?
Like, personally...
You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah. I personally think we should just do away with the fucking government.
Me too.
Just start over from scratch.
Yeah, but then someone will try and put a new government in, and it was all this other bullshit.
Yeah, and I can't remember who it was, but like one of the founding fathers was like, yeah, a democratic party system, like 2-party system, is not gonna work. Now, you know, it's only taken like 200 years, but...
He's right.
Yeah. People are finally starting to see that.
But the thing is it worked for so long because people weren't stupid. Nothing works anymore because everyone's so stupid nowadays.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think shit started hitting the fan about the time that we switched over from like gold and silver for currency to paper money.
That's about to fall in its own right.
Dude, yeah, they're getting rid of pennies in America. Like, pennies are no longer going to exist.
Yeah, that's been the case here for a long while now.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it takes like 5 cents to make a fucking penny or something like that, and you only get 1 cent from it. So it's like we're wasting more money making a currency than the currency's actually fucking worth.
Well, there's a theory that the money system we've currently got is about to fall. Like it's about to collapse.
Whose, y'all's or ours?
Both. Because there's nothing backing it.
Exactly, because it's having to be created. Whereas, like, gold and silver, it wasn't created. It's just a fucking mineral that you can find in the world. But that was their reason for getting rid of the gold and silver, was because so many people could become rich, because you could just go mine for it and get tons of it and become rich, and the government didn't like that. So they were like, no, we're the only people allowed to control the money. And they switched to the paper money system. And it's like, it's costing us more to make all of this paper money and these coins and everything. It's costing us way more than it's fucking worth, and we should just switch back to the gold and silver system. But then if you do that, I mean, because, like, dude, I mean, just golden nuggets alone sell for, like, thousands of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
But, if you have, like, a full gold bar, oh, dude. You're looking at, like, millions of dollars for a full gold bar.
Can you imagine the gold rush that would occur?
But if we switch back to gold and silver, it's just gonna depreciate again, because everybody will have it. So it's like, what the fuck? I think what we should do,
No more money.
get rid of any type of money system and go back to how our ancestors used to do it when they first settled the land. Trade. Like, I mean, trading is such a reliable system.
How would that work for gas, though?
Well,
that's the only thing.
Huh. I don't know, actually. I mean, obviously, there are downsides to trading because, like, okay, say you have an abundance of apples, and I have an abundance of meat, or whatever, like venison or something. And say you come to me and you're like, yeah, I think 10 pounds of venison is worth 3 apples. But I may think 10 pounds of venison is worth 7 apples. So then you have this back and forth of like, well, I think it's worth this, I think it's worth that, and back and forth until we finally agree on something, you know what I mean? So, I mean, obviously, yes, there are downsides to the trading system, but at the end of the day, it's honestly the best type of system we've ever had, in my opinion. Because then it requires you to work together as a community and help your neighbors, because like, your neighbor may grow corn and you may grow wheat. but you need corn for meals, and they need wheat for meals. So you have an abundance of wheat, you trade it for their corn, and so like it's a better system in my opinion, just because it is like it's good and it's helpful. Whereas when it comes to money, you got motherfuckers that'll kill somebody for $5 in their fucking wallet.
Yep.
I mean, it's ridiculous, dude.
But that'll happen with barter too. That'll happen with a barter system. Someone will kill someone for something. He's gone quiet, folks.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm eating the other half of my sandwich, so...
He's stuffing his face.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, you are correct. Obviously, people will still kill with the barter system. But I feel like the number of deaths will be significantly less than what they are now.
Hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that they will be. I'm just saying it's a possibility. Because like if everybody's working together to help out, to help out your neighbor and everything like that, like yeah, you're gonna have some people that'll get pissed off because, well, like the venison and apple example, there may be somebody that gets pissed off because, you're only offering 3 apples for their 10 pounds of venison. So that person, the person who's has the venison may kill the person who's only offering them 3 apples, or vice versa. You have the 10 pounds of venison, and you tell the person why I feel like it's worth 7 apples. The person with the apples may kill the person who has the venison because they don't feel that it's worth that much.
I feel like the food stamp people are the ones going to be doing the killing.
Oh, 100%.
Because now there's going to be a certain group of people who are lower in the food chain that are just going to be murdering everyone for something.
I mean, yeah, 100%, because like the people, not obviously not everybody on food stamps, but a lot of the people that are on food stamps, they're too lazy to fucking work anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they're collecting food stamps, because they refuse to get an actual job. So obviously if you have a barter system, they're not going to want to, plant crops and tend to them, or go out and hunt for meat or anything like that, because they're too fucking lazy.
Yep.
I mean, it's I don't know, man. I think what I'm gonna do is just become a fucking recluse, live in the middle of fucking nowhere, and just live off the land. And just say fuck everybody.
You like those videos where it's like me and bro faking our death and living out in the mountains?
Yeah, why the fuck not?
Yeah. Be way better than what crap is going on now.
Like, I'm not even playing. I like the past like 3 years, I've seriously been debating it. Like, just faking my death and disappearing into the fucking wilderness. become fucking Bigfoot.
Big dread. Society is so fucked. It's not even funny.
Mm-hmm. Dude, and like another thing too. I can't remember if it was me and you that talked about this or me and somebody else, but at least I think it was somebody in the Discord. The living off the land is so much better and healthier for you
Yeah.
because like all this shit you buy from all the shit you buy from the store is so processed and has so much fucking chemicals and shit like that in it that's what's making Americans fat. You know why Japanese people or just Asian people in general for the most part are really, really skinny?
Their diet.
Because they still for the most part live off of the land. All of the shit they serve in the restaurants over there in like Japan and stuff like that, all the shit they serve in the restaurants is crops that they grew themselves, fish that they caught themselves. Like, you know, it's stuff or like the people that they're buying from are like actual farmers and everything like that, and they're not, the food's not processed and covered in chemicals and just fucked. It's because of the way they prepare their meals and how they take care of it and everything. That's why for the most part, they're super skinny. But then they come to, you have the ones that come to America and they see how like processed and how many chemicals are in our food and all this and that, and they're like, what the fuck? It's like, no wonder America has one of the highest obesity rates in the fucking world.
Mm-hmm. I like this slogan that Trump said, make America healthy again. Well, let's start first by yeeting all the chemicals out. That's a start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you can't do that, then don't bother.
Exactly. See, and I feel like even up there, I feel like even up there where you're at in Canada, I feel like y'all are, like, I feel like y'all are healthier than America.
Not really.
Oh, I feel like y'all don't have anywhere near as high of an obesity rate as America.
Well, no, it's not great up here. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of foods that do not get brought up here at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like our Health Canada, says no. But they're also very, very slow at approving anything. Your FDA will shuffle something through pretty quick.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, I feel like that's the biggest issue is our FDA is just kind of like, oh, you want to start selling a product that's, has more chemicals than it does actual food in it? Sure, okay. Oh, you want to sell a product that has more food than chemicals in it? Absolutely not. Like that's legitimately how I feel like our FDA runs.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, like, you look at most other countries outside of America, their obesity rate is way fucking lower, and I mean, they have way less obese people living in their country compared to America. And like I said, I mean, that's any other country. I mean, no matter where you look, Central America, South America, you know, Russia, France, Australia, like, I mean, UK, it's like, it's ridiculous, dude, because, like, someone who's been outside of the US before, I went to Costa Rica and spent like 2 weeks in Costa Rica the summer of my senior year. And there, at the time, I was actually still skinny. But we had some, we had some bigger people. I won't say fat, because they weren't really fat or obese or anything like that, but they were a little chunkier than the rest of us. And the people in Costa Rica were like looking at them weird, because everybody in Costa Rica is very fucking skinny as well. Like, I think I saw maybe 2 natives that were chunky, but like, that was it, dude. Like, everybody else was very skinny and everything like that. It all has to do with. I mean, it all has to do with what their Food and Drug Administration is approving to be sold and everything like that.
Yep.
Like, it's crazy.
Well, I'm on an hour and 45 of this episode. I think that's enough digging for today. I'm gonna end her there. Where's my little sign that says I want 100 subscribers for 2026? There's my license plate. Did I spell subscribe right? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. All right, I'm ending this. Any last words, Dread?
Deuces, you motherfuckers.
All right.